Good morning. I am so glad I have you here joining me today for this webinar on beauty products, making our own beauty products and getting a bit in touch with ourselves and looking after our bodies and what our bodies are needing, and just making sure we're taking, that extra special care with supporting our largest organ, our skin, and making sure that we're just feeling amazing with our own little routines for, for our bodies, for our overall health. So if you don't know me already, my name is Melissa. I'm an integrative nutrition health coach and essential oils wellness advocate. My passion is all about health and wellness, and incorporating essential oils into your daily life to support you to feel happy and healthy and energetic, because we all want to have lots of energy. I started my journey with essential oils 2 years ago. We'd already been on our own health journey for I think it was close to 8 years when the oils came into our life, or probably 6 years, and now it's 8 years, sorry. And we were really, doing all the right things with our food, with our lifestyle, and we were looking at, we had already started making the changes in our products that we were using at home. And I think the last thing I've probably changed is our beauty products, so our personal self-care items that we use on a daily basis. And it can be pretty scary when you see what our bodies get exposed to on a daily basis. So as a woman, you probably know that you would get up in the morning and as soon as you pretty much start the day, you're coming in contact with all sorts of products that can have lots of chemicals in them. And unfortunately, we are not told what they are, and more importantly, what harm they're doing to our bodies. A great resource you could use is called ewg.org. So looking up on their website, ewg.org, and being able to put in some of the products that you're using and seeing how they're affecting your health. They do ratings, so you get to see how things are rated in, I think it's 1 is amazing and 10 is you want to stay away from it. Being with doTERRA and using essential oils means that I know I'm generally around the 1 to 2 with everything that I'm using. And that's really come out in my skin, in my overall health. I've just noticed a massive difference. And it's been quite an easy transition. So slowly making changes with your products in your home, with the things that you're using on yourself, on your family. And it doesn't have to be scary or overwhelming, just can change a few things. When I did start getting my oils, they started arriving. I started with the Loyalty Rewards program, the LRP program, and I just got a couple of oils every month. And I got right into some stuff that I haven't done for a long time, and that was getting a bit crafty and making things. And I made some scrubs and body washes and lots of different things that were quite fun to make. And I think I thought they were going to be time consuming or messy, and some things like that can be quite costly. I was really surprised, and now after making things a couple of times, you know exactly what you're needing, and you can make things quite fast, and you've got everything at your fingertips. So you've got your oils and your carrier oils generally in your home, so there isn't anything that you're sort of needing. So you can really notice a difference in just even what you're spending your money on. So that's a little bit about me and about the products, and I can't wait to talk to you about my daily routine, and then also go through some recipes with you, which is probably why you've joined me. So I'm just going to try and share my screen. Won't be a moment. Okay, so just trying to get it to work. Here we go. I'm hoping you can see what I can see. So, essential oils and your beauty routine, because it's all about looking after yourself first. And when you understand what your body needs, if you are a mother or a wife, it's a lot easier to be able to support the other people in your family as well once you sort of know what your body needs and you know what works well in your family. So, just trying to get everything working. Like I said, I'm an integrative nutrition health coach, and one of the most important things is obviously eating healthy. Whatever we put into our bodies is going to come out in our skin. So if you are eating a bucket load of sugary foods, you're probably going to be dealing with acne issues. If you are eating a lot of processed foods, you probably notice that you've got some skin issues. So you might have some eczema, you'll have probably some rashes, or you'll have quite a bit of bloating and digestive issues. And you probably notice the quality of your hair and your nails and your skin isn't that great. So whatever we're putting into our bodies is coming out through our skin, through our hair and our nails. So we can kind of tell what our health is like based on those things. And obviously our body does everything it can to heal itself and to flush out the toxins that we're putting and exposing ourselves to. So it's really good to be able to support our health and well-being through, putting the right things onto our skin and also helping our bodies flush through the toxins out of our skin as well. So I've just got a little list there about what's important to me, which is eating healthy. I find that my moods and my emotions, my energy, my overall happiness, the way my body feels and responds is based on the food I eat. So living a healthy lifestyle is about spending quality time with my family. It's about getting a good night's sleep, drinking lots of water. And obviously I'm not perfect, no one is. So there's got to be a bit of a balance with life as well. But doing what you can on a daily basis is important. And changing the things that you have in your home for toxic and chemical-free products is such an empowering thing to do. And you think it's going to be time-consuming and expensive, and then you start to realise that it's actually so much cheaper than the stuff you can buy from the shop. And you will be craving these things once you introduce them into your life, because your body goes, wow, whatever she's putting on me is doing me wonders, and you will see it. And I'm also really passionate about finding your life purpose. So if you're feeling a little bit stuck in your life, like you're not fulfilled or not feeling rewarded, this is something I would love to help you and support you in, because it's something that's really changed my path in life and made me a lot more passionate and happier since I found my life purpose and my calling, I guess. And I think we all have one, and it's all different. So tapping into that and waking up with purpose and enthusiasm is one of the best feelings. So what you're going to learn today from me is how using essential oils in your beauty routine has become a popular topic in the health and wellness field. The skin, which we know is like our second mouth of the body, and applying oils topically makes them faster absorption into the body. Topical applications also include baths and massages. Well, I am a big advocate on detox baths. I think it's great to get at least 1 to 2 in a week, and massages, and I'm talking remedial massages. So some deep tissue massages where you're really able to flush everything out, work on your muscles. It's going to do great for supporting your moods and emotions as well. I have quite a few friends that are remedial massage therapists, and they are amazing people, because they are all about being givers, being healers and givers, and just looking after other people. So if you need some contacts of anybody in Perth, let me know, because I can give you some contacts. So today you'll learn how you can add essential oils into your beauty routine. Yay! Sorry, before I go on, I'm going to talk about my beauty routine, and then I can talk to you about some recipes. So one thing I do when I first wake up in the morning is obviously drink a big glass of water with a drop of lemon essential oil. This, I feel, has made a huge difference to my skin, and that's going to be, it's because the lemon essential oil and just a drop in water, it's the lemon is going to do a nice deep clean, a nice cleanse throughout the body, get rid of anything unwanted that hasn't digested properly, and it's just fantastic for the skin area. So it's a great little thing to do to start off your morning routine. I just realised my screen, I'm hoping you can see what I can see. So that's what I do first thing in the morning. I have my lemon essential oil drop in my big glass of water, and obviously having my little list of what to be grateful for as well. In my mind, I like to do that as well, because that just really creates those positive thoughts in the morning. So then I head off into the bathroom to start my my routine that I do. And the first thing I generally do is oil pulling. So this may be something you are hearing about for the first time, or it may be something that you have heard before. I generally will use a drop of On Guard essential oil and a drop of peppermint essential oil, and I'll add it to sesame oil, organic sesame oil, or organic coconut oil. So I have a teaspoon to a tablespoon of the coconut oil or the sesame oil, and a drop of On Guard and peppermint, and I swish that around in my mouth. And oil pulling is fantastic for removing all the toxins out of your mouth, all those germs, and it pulls off the heavy metals off your tongue as well. Just remember not to spit it in the sink because it can clog up your pipes, so spitting it into the bin. And it's a great way to freshen up your mouth straight away. So doing that is a fantastic little morning ritual to do. The next best thing I like to do is dry brushing. So buying a good quality dry brush. This one I bought from Nourished Life. I've bought quite a few in the past. I find this one the best one because it's not as hard, I guess, or it's just a really good quality one. The bristles on it are fantastic. Now, through the winter months, you probably notice your skin is a lot drier, and so you're needing to add a lot of body butters or moisturising creams and stuff during the day. So it's really good to make sure that you are dry brushing in the morning, because this is going to help start your skin off and get your body, your skin an opportunity to breathe. So dry brushing is where you start off at your feet and you work, and your tips of your fingers, and you work your way up towards the heart area. So it's gently brushing and moving up towards the heart area, and that's going to help flush out your toxins as well. I also like to add tea tree to this as well. So 1 to 2 drops, sometimes 3 drops of tea tree essential oil or juniper berry essential oil, which are really good detoxing oils as well, and using that to help flush out all the toxins through my body. So always working from the tips of your toes or your fingers and moving up towards your heart. I like to do this in the shower because it means that all the dead skin that comes off is all dropping off into the shower as well. So that's a great self-care routine to do straight after your oil pulling. Next thing is having a shower. So I love to have a shower every morning, pretty much after I get up, with my homemade body wash. So this is looking a little bit trashed at the moment, and I'm due for a new one. This is probably the only thing we have that's plastic. Everything else is glass, and the reason we have this as plastic is because it's in the shower and I wouldn't want to break it. I wouldn't want to have anything breaking while I'm in the shower. So in here, I've got equal parts Castile liquid soap to water. So say a cup or 3/4 cup of Castile liquid soap, and the rest is water, so the same amount of water. And then 10 drops of lavender essential oil, 10 drops of wild orange essential oil, and 10 drops of peppermint essential oil. However, you can make whatever combo up that you like. So I make a different combo for my kids, what essential oils they have in theirs. Those ones are my favourite. Wild orange, my husband loves. Lavender is going to be your skin softening. And peppermint's very invigorating, so it's a great one to have in the morning. Helps you feel really energized. So that's a nice way of washing your body and knowing you're not putting any chemicals, any toxins, anything harmful or harsh on your skin. I get the Dr. Bronner's liquid Castile soap from the organic store. I go to 2 organic stores, but my favourite one is the Little Big Store at the Wanneroo Market, and they've got them there. Otherwise, Dun & Moulton on Scarborough Beach Road. So I guess it depends where you live, and you might find that you can find them somewhere else. The other thing is you can buy them online as well. So after my shower, I like to moisturize. So sometimes I'll use a body butter, sometimes I use a moisturizer. A lot of the time I'll use doTERRA's Virage kit because I find it's amazing on my skin, especially the Virage serum. I'm obsessed with it. Obsessed. I go through so much of it and I just love the feel of it on my skin. So another thing that I love doing is I love using my own dry brushing formula, a powder that I've made up. So I used to wash my hair every second day because I create a lot of oil through my scalp of my hair. And I've been told it's a good thing because it means if you have oily skin and oily hair, you don't age as fast. So fingers crossed. Can't say that's happening now, but you never know. So I find that my hair can get quite greasy quite easily. So I slowly was transitioning a few years ago out of the Hairdresser's shampoo and conditioner and changing to the doTERRA shampoo and conditioner. So it meant going down to 1 to 2 washes a week. And obviously it takes a while for your skin to get used to that change, you know, and your hair, I should say, not skin, but your hair getting used to that change in your washing. So I found that I was still getting a lot of build-up in my hair and a lot of grease, and I had to really dry it out. So I did not want to be buying that stuff that you get from the supermarket for the dry shampoo, just smelling that stuff. You can, the synthetic toxic smell that comes with it, with those chemical perfumes that are in there. So it's quite easy to make. This is mine. Check it out. As you can see, it's like a $2 jar, and it's quite easy to make. So I have blonde hair, so I use arrowroot flour. If you have dark hair, you can use cacao powder or cocoa powder, whatever you've got on hand. So all I do is I put the flour into the jar, and then I add the essential oils to it, and then I give it a shake. As I get towards the end of the jar, I generally will add a couple more drops because it's sort of been absorbed or been more on the top. So what I like to add in mine is geranium. Geranium's a very good oil for hair and nails and skin. So geranium's a really good one. It's very florally, so I'm not a fan of floral smells. So I like adding patchouli in there as well, so that's really good, and rosemary. So that's what I have in mine. Now I just bought a one of the EcoTools blush brushes. It's, as you can see, it doesn't have a big fluffy head on it. It's quite small. So I just use that. And I pop it in here and get the flour off like that. It's probably a bit much because I'm doing it on camera. It's a little bit different. And I just brush that in to this area. And hopefully you can see. And my hair just absorbs it. Well, the oil, I should say, absorbs it. And this is why you would go with a cacao or cocoa powder if you've got dark hair, obviously, because you don't want to see it. You probably heard of doing the good old talc trick years ago, but if you look up the ingredients of talcum powder, you might want to change that if you are doing that. So as you can see, it's quick and easy. I generally would do it before I've tied my hair up or if I'm leaving my hair down. It's also a great way to style your hair. It's amazing how it gives your hair volume, and so it doesn't just absorb all those oils, but it also gives your hair volume if you're wearing your hair down and it's looking a bit stuck to your head. So it's quick, it's easy, it's amazing. Dry brush. I've been using it for a couple of years now, so just dry brush powder. Just be careful when you fly international. They do think it's a bit weird that you have a white powder in a jar, which happened to me. So that's another great one a little trick to use. Another thing is if you've got dandruff, is making up a dandruff spray. I do not have dandruff, but somebody I know has dandruff, and this spray has been fantastic. You could also use this as a hair gel or like a hair greaser if you want to, style it, or maybe sticking it up or whatever. So in this glass spray bottle, it has tea tree oil, wintergreen, rosemary and patchouli. I had to think then. So that's the dandruff blend. So we used to have a sticker on here and it was called Dandruff Head, but the sticker seems to have disappeared. So obviously, if you've got dandruff, there's something that you may be doing in your body. That's your body's way of sort of getting rid of those toxins, and you still need to look at why your body's producing too much dandruff. However, and it could just be if you're overwashing your hair. Making this bottle up is so simple and easy. So if you add a carrier oil, like coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, and some water to this, that means that the essential oils and the coconut oil can go really well together. And you can put it in your hair, and you might want to just go to bed and sleep with it, or you might want to use it to wear as like a hair styling spray. So again, so simple and easy. It's using your oils and a few other ingredients, and then using glass jars or spray bottles or something like that. Another thing I love to do, and I don't know if anyone else has a ritual, so on a Friday night or a Sunday night or both, I love to have a detox bath, and I'll go through detox bath soon. And I also love to make my own mud mask. So I've been doing this for a while. I have a Moroccan red clay powder here, and a European clay powder here. And I try and find ones that are organic, which I can generally find from Nourished Life website or iHerb. And if you're interested, next time I do an order, just give me a bell and I can pop some powder on there for you. So obviously doTERRA make an amazing mud mask if you would like to use theirs, or if you'd like to make your own. So I love making this up and applying it to my face and hopping in my detox bath. I think that's a really amazing self-care ritual, and a great way to, just support your skin. You'll be so surprised how amazing it feels. It's so quick and easy. So it means that you can just make it up there and then, pop it on, and you can add the oils that you feel like you're needing. So, you might be frankincense because your skin is needing a lot of rejuvenation, or it might be that your skin's feeling really rough and dry, so lavender and geranium would work really well there. So another great thing I love to do is to moisturize using my essential oils. Now, if you think about it, we get told that we need a foot cream, we need a hand cream, we need a body cream, we need a face cream, blah, blah, blah. I think it's all marketing. And yes, those creams are designed for those areas, and they do obviously work in those areas because there may be more veins in that area, there may be more wear in that area, might be thinner skin in that area. However, I feel that we can really support our body just in a basic aromatic dressing of the body. So that is getting yourself a lovely dish, whatever the dish is, or it might just be a bowl from your kitchen, and leaving that in the bathroom so you can make this up after your shower. So you've oil pulled, and you have dry brushed, and you have washed your body with your homemade, very simple body wash, and you've either dry brushed or you've got your little dandruff oil mixture or just hair supporting mixture, and you're ready to cleanse the body or moisturize the body is what I mean to say. So you can grab your bowl and add some of your favorite carrier oil. Now, this is where I can add a link to this, but find a carrier oil that works well for you. So it could be some good quality coconut oil, it could be argan oil, jojoba oil, almond oil, olive oil, whatever oil you're finding is really good. And sometimes when we're talking about oils, our body can handle most oils, but then our face might need something different. So finding rosehip oil is another one. So finding what oil works really well for you. So adding your oil to your dish, and then adding your favorite essential oils, or the ones that you need for your body, for where your body's at. So my favorite combo, and the one that I think you probably might have heard of before, it's a favorite. It's frankincense, wild orange, and lavender. So I do 2 drops of frank, 2 drops of lavender, 2 drops of wild orange, and then I add my coconut oil or my rosehip oil or my jojoba oil. And then it is getting your hands into the dish, and then from the tips of the fingers, and also when you're doing your legs, obviously it's from your tips of your toes, and working it on your body nice and smoothly, and massaging the body area and moving up towards the heart, and covering your body in the oil and working up towards the heart as well. So we're also giving ourselves a nice massage. We're telling ourselves nice positive feelings when we're covering our body. It's really important to work on all areas. So your chest area is really important. Our tummy area is really important. That's where we digest our food, or we might have carried our children. Our hips areas, this needs a lot of work, doesn't it? Opening up our hip area, and obviously our bottom that we sit on a lot. Starting at the feet, moving our way up our legs, thanking our legs for walking us around all day. And you can see that doing little rituals like that is very, it's a lot of love and self-care, and your body really needs those things. So those sort of things can be really important as part of your daily ritual. So that's something that I love to do. At night, I like doing some hot oil towels. So that's where I will get a plate and like a hand towel, and I'll rub it under, put it under some hot water and wring it out. And then I'll put a couple of drops of lavender and a couple of drops of frank or geranium, and I might even microwave that in on the plate. So that's a hand towel that's been wet and wrung out, and 1 or 2 drops of your favorite oils on there as well. And then when I have gotten out of the shower, I might do like a facial cleansing. So adding the coconut oil to my face, generally I'll do fractionated coconut oil. I also have those Enyo makeup wipes if I haven't already got all my makeup off, or given it a really good clean. And then getting the hot towel, and my face is covered in coconut oil, so getting the hot towel that's got the frankincense or geranium or whatever you're choosing on there, and wiping that off with a nice hot towel. So getting rid of it, all the oil that you've just put on, and giving your face a nice good clean. So it's a lovely, lovely, nice ritual to do at night, especially if you've had your face mask. You might want to wash that off that way, or just having that as part of your nighttime routine. So that's something that I love to do. That would probably be something to do before you do your aromatic dressing. So that's a great nighttime one, especially if you like to put the Veurage serum on after that. So another big thing that I believe in is frankincense on my skin. So if you have any skin issues or blemishes or anything, areas that you feel like you need to work on, so my biggest one is under here. It actually is something that I have had issues with for probably about 10 years, and that's the colouring under my eyes. So I try and make sure I'm drinking 2 to 4 litres of water a day, and when I'm eating lots of green vegetables and my health's really good, I hardly see it. It looks fantastic, and I kind of have a little warning sign that I need to work on myself by seeing those dark patches coming through. So what I do is I have my frankincense roller bottle upstairs in the bathroom. I don't know why I said upstairs, that's just my house. But in your bathroom, so having the frankincense, and I have that mixed with the coconut oil, and I will roll that under the eyes. I will roll that on my skin blemishes. So right here on my cheek, I had a sunspot. It was huge. It covered like a huge part of my face, and it was a very dark black. I go outside a lot, we camp a lot. I'm a really outdoorsy person. So I've still got a couple more that I'm trying to get rid of, but I spent a whole year applying frankincense every morning and every night to that, and pretty much have gotten rid of it. So I'm pretty stoked. Obviously, it's not an overnight thing, but I'm happy I did that every day and every night for a year, because I've, lost that huge sunspot I had there. I also had my first situation of having a skin cancer just here, Mother's Day last year, and I applied frankincense to the area probably 3 to 5 times a day for 3 weeks, and that had gone. So that was me. That's what worked for me. You would still obviously see a health practitioner for anything like that. And I find that this is fantastic for any kind of skin blemishes, eczema, any kind of rashes or anything like that. Now, if you've got a cesarean scar or any kind of big scar, or a scar that's been there for a while, that's, a Dusa scar, the doTERRA Solu-Bel is fantastic for that. So definitely applying that as often as you can is really important. So I am going to just change my screen a bit here so I can see you. Okay. So going through the slideshow. So this is the DIY face mask. So this is the recipe for it. Like I said, I have used different brands of this one, of clay, I should say. And it's 2 teaspoons of clay, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and 1 teaspoon of carrier oil. Now, just remembering that when you make it, try to make it in a ceramic bowl. So you don't really want to make it in a metal bowl, and you don't want to use a metal spoon when you mix it. So if you can buy a wooden spoon, or use what do you call it? like a paddle pop stick, I can't even think, but you know what I mean, a wooden stick, and mix that up in that and not use metal. So if you don't have apple cider vinegar or you don't want to use it, then it would just be 2 teaspoons of your carrier oil. Or if you don't want to use carrier oil and you want to use apple cider vinegar because you might be dealing with a lot of acne or other serious blemishes on the face, that's fine. So as long as you're just remembering it's equal parts, it's always equal parts of clay to equal parts of whatever the liquid is you're choosing. I find a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and a teaspoon of the carrier oils is just such a great balance. And then adding your favourite essential oils. So I use geranium, and I use juniper berry, and I use frankincense, and I use a drop of each. And I find those ones work fantastic. So mix it up and apply it to your face. The first time you do it, it's a really good idea to just apply it thinly and see how you go. And if you find that your skin handles it really well and it's looking great and feeling nice and soft after, then you can obviously put it on a bit thicker every time. It just depends, you know, what your skin's used to and the toxicity of your body. So that's the DIY face mask. Sugar scrub. So I made a lot of these when I first started with my oils. So a couple of years ago, I had lots of little jars of these made up. I don't do it so much anymore because I find it's something quite easy I can make up if I want to in a dish on the spot. And I've actually swapped my sugar out and I use Epsom salts instead, or you could use sea salt if you wanted to make it. Here I've put half a cup of coconut oil. Now, when I did make mine, I found that doing the coconut oil, half of the coconut oil being fractionated coconut oil and the other half being a hard coconut oil, and then I put mine in the Thermomix and blended it around, and I found the consistency came out so good that it was like buying, you know, a sugar scrub. So it's up to you how you go, have a play around with it. But if you've got a blender or Thermomix or something like that, you might find that the consistency is good when you've got the fractionated coconut oil that doesn't go hard and the proper extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil. So doing a combination of those. You can make that up into nice, gorgeous little glass jars and give them away as gifts. So putting some nice string or ribbon around and some stickers or whatever you like, and doing them up as gifts is great as well. If you don't want to just do it for yourself and if you want to get straight into it, it's awesome. And adding whatever your essential oils in that you like or that work well for your skin. Obviously the Epsom salt bath, or I like to call it the detox bath or the cleanse bath. Now, it's up to you what you've got on hand. I absolutely love magnesium flakes, and our body absorbs the magnesium from magnesium flakes even better than it does from Epsom salts. So you can do a cup of Epsom salts or a cup of magnesium flakes, or you might want to do half-half, which is what I do. Half a cup of Epsom salts, half a cup of magnesium flakes. Adding baking soda is not, you don't have to, but it is great. It's going to help draw the toxins out of your body. So it's a great addition to the bath. And then adding some drops of your favourite essential oils. I have put 10 drops in there. I am heavy-handed and a lot go in there. It is up to you. If you just want to add a couple of drops, that's fine. You know how many oils you like to use. This bath mixture is made for adults. If you're wanting to use it for your kids, go right ahead and just use a quarter of everything. So a quarter a cup of Epsom salts or magnesium flakes, and say like a tablespoon of baking soda and just a couple of drops of lavender if it's for your kids. It's a great little nighttime routine to have for them, and helps their body to absorb some magnesium as well. And give them, so their body's all nice and relaxed and they can get a good night's sleep. Acne roller bottle, make this up for people quite often. So again, and I know I harp on, but don't forget that your skin is your it is your largest organ. Everything you put on it is going to come is going to be going straight through your bloodstream, through your body. And you know, if you've got acne, there is a reason. It's the food that you're eating that can affect your hormones, or it could be your hormones are out of balance. And it's also, you know, what you're putting on your skin as well. So remember that this roller bottle is going to help support your acne or reduce it, or maybe even make it disappear. But why you're getting acne? So I'm an advocate on not just putting a band-aid on symptoms, but actually looking at the root cause and where it's coming from. So getting a roller bottle, something like this from Aroma Tools or from eBay, and adding those oils. So I've got tea tree, which is antiseptic. Juniper berry is as well, but it's also going to be cleansing the skin. Thyme is a fantastic oil as well. It's like an antibiotic, like a soft, gentle antibiotic. Sandalwood, which is really calming and soothing, and adding fractionated coconut oil and rolling all over the areas. So obviously, if you're experiencing a lot of acne, check your food, what's happening there, check your sugar intake. I know even when I eat healthy raw chocolate that I've just made, you know, for myself and the family, if I've, you know, generally will make it with honey or good quality maple syrup. If I ate too much, which I generally don't, but if I did eat too much, I know because I will get a bit of acne. So I've got a drop an oil mixture like this that I have to hunt down because we don't use it very often, and I can roll it on and then I don't sort of have to worry, so that's great. If you don't have a roller bottle, you can just get all those oils and put it into a spray bottle like this, and spray it onto a cotton little cotton pad, or the Enyo pad. If you've got the beauty Enyo pads, spray it on there and put it on the face. Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. If you don't have that, or make it up in the, I know what I was going to say, make it up in there and apply it to the areas. Dry skin lotion. So if you're wanting to make up your own body butter or moisturizing cream, I did this again a couple of years ago. I haven't done it recently. I'm just using their doTERRA products because I love them. But again, if you're wanting to make your own, getting some beeswax. I found some organic beeswax, and I did have to melt that first. Then I mixed in my other ingredients. But here you can see we've got the directions. Trying to remember what I did. So measuring all your ingredients and putting it in the saucepan. So yes, again, so melting down the beeswax, stirring all the ingredients together, remove from heat, let it rest. You kind of want it to cool down before you add the essential oils, and the reason is the essential oils work better in their plant magic that they do, and trying to be compliant with what I say. They can work and do the things that they're designed to do if they haven't been heated. So adding them after is a really good idea. Chapped lips. So winter, walking along the coast on Sunday, and in the morning, and it was quite windy, and I found that even though it was a cold winter's day, I still looked a bit sunburned and I had a lot of dried lips. So you can make up your own little chapstick or a roller bottle. So it's just adding some frankincense and some lavender and your carrier oil as well, and just applying it around there. So that's a nice, gentle way. Frankincense and lavender is a great roller bottle blend to have on you at all times, because you can use this for anything. It's not just for your chapped lips. It's for your sore neck or your sore throat. You can put it on the back of your neck to calm yourself down. just a great combo to have for so many things, and just have that roller bottle made up for you as well. So I'd love you to stay in touch in the Improve Yourself with Oils community if you're not already a member. I offer free oil consultations, free health histories as a health coach. Where you can get your oils is important as well. So getting good quality essential oils like doTERRA's and knowing a lot about them, checking out the website Source to You, and where you can put in the code for the bottom of your oil bottle and seeing exactly the plant it came from, or exactly, you know, what process it's gone through to get to you. I provide ongoing support, so just reach out. I try and do lots more lives lately, so trying to educate you as much as I can with what I know. Remembering we have the LRP Club, so that is the 2nd to the 15th of each month. If you place an LRP order, commenting done, you can win a free prize. Every Friday we do the Q&A Friday, which is all about oils and health. So again, to help educate you. Please check out my website, improveyourself.net.au, and thank you for joining me today. Oh, and don't forget, if you've got any questions, you can pop it in the comments or send me a message. Thank you.